There are two types of furniture movers. Those for carpet, they're plastic on the back, and then those for hard floors, and these are more felted on the back. So choose whichever one is going to work for you in the room that you're doing your squats. So I've placed a piece of colored felt on top of my furniture mover only for the purpose of you being able to see it, because the furniture slider oftentimes blends in with this floor and it's difficult to see. You'll take your furniture mover and you'll place it on the floor, and you'll set your toes on top of it. Now it should be a very light pressure on top of the furniture mover. The work of the exercise is actually being done in the other leg. This is the leg where you should feel all the work happening of the squat. So toes very light on the furniture mover, and as you squat on this other leg, this furniture slider will go behind you. The furniture mover will slide behind you. So it'll look like this. You can go down to kind of 90 degrees, or if it's too challenging, then you can, stop a little earlier, a little higher in the squat. This may look like a version of a lunge, but it's my opinion that it's much better than a lunge. So it's well worth getting something so that you can do the exercise, a furniture slider like this. And the reason I think it's so much better than a lunge is because when the exercise is a lunge, you're taking a big step backward, and the whole time that your foot is in the air, you're kind of using momentum. You don't have to use a lot of muscle power. But with this exercise, with your foot on the slider, you really have to use those muscles throughout the whole motion, up and down, of the exercise. So I think it's a really good one. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, instead of going in the front to back plane, you're going to do the side to side plane. This can feel quite a bit harder. You may have some just a lack of mobility in kind of the inner thigh area. Your hips might be tight, and so you might not be able to go quite as low. You're doing the same thing on your stance leg, but your sliding foot is going to go to the side. You want to really make sure that the biggest problem I see for people with this is that their hips start to follow the sliding foot, and that's not the exercise. You want to keep this hip, just like when the slider was going backwards, you want to keep this hip over your heel. So as you squat down, this hip stays here and the sliding foot goes out to the side. And again, it's more challenging, and it may, you may feel kind of some restriction there, but work into it gradually. Regardless of whether you're doing easier squats or harder squats, you can recover better in between your squatting sessions. Your knees can recover better if you follow the recommendations within my free guide to Save Your Knees. You can access that at www.saveyourkneesguide.com. If this video was helpful to you, please like it and share it with someone who would like more resilient knees. And then subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell so you won't miss future videos about strong, healthy knees.